Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into a really beautiful and thought-provoking piece of writing, Nothing Twice, by the Nobel Prize-winning poet Wisława Szymborska. And it all starts with a very simple, very human question.
I mean, think about it. That big test, a first date, maybe an important game. Have you ever had that feeling like, I wish I could just get a do-over, a practice round? Well, that desire for a rehearsal is exactly where this poem begins.
So Szymborska gives us this incredible way to think about life. She uses a metaphor we can all get. She calls it a course that is offered only one time. So before we jump into the class, let's meet the professor behind this masterpiece. So who was Wisława Szymborska? Well, she was this amazing Polish poet who actually won the Nobel Prize for Literature back in 1996. She was a master of taking these huge cosmic ideas and looking at them with incredible wit and precision. It's like she could show you the entire universe in a single grain of sand, or in this case, in just one single passing moment.
And this, right here, is the big idea she kicks things off with. We're improvised. Can you believe that? We're basically just thrown onto the stage of life with no script. And no matter how we do, we can't take the class again. This is the central metaphor of the whole poem, and it totally sets the stage for everything else.
Okay, so if life is a one-shot deal with no practice rounds, what does that actually mean for every moment we're living? This gets us right to the poem's central theme, this really profound and, maybe kind of scary idea that every single second is completely unique. This brings us right to the poem's theme, which is just its main message, its big idea. And for Nothing Twice, you don't have to look very far. It's right there in the title. The core idea is that nothing, not one breath or one heartbeat, can ever really happen twice. It's all about how time is just this river that only flows one way. And what's so cool is how simple and direct she is about it. No day copies yesterday. It's such a powerful line. It's not a photocopy. Every single day is a brand new, one-of-a-kind original. And this is where you really see her genius. You know, she takes this huge, abstract idea about time and makes it so personal, so real. She's not just talking about days on a calendar anymore. She's talking about bliss, about kisses. Even our most intimate personal experiences can't be repeated. That first kiss? Yeah, you only get a first kiss once. But wait, it's not just the world around us that's changing. Szymborska digs into how our internal world, our own perception, changes too. She shows us this using some really powerful imagery, which is just language that paints a picture in your head, and it all centers on a simple rose. Check this out. This comparison is just brilliant. On day one, just hearing someone's name feels like this vibrant, fragrant rose being thrown into the room. It's exciting, it's new, it's alive. But then, the next day, that feeling might be totally gone. The speaker looks at the very same name and is filled with doubt, asking, is it a flower or a rock? See, the name, the person, it's all the same, but the feeling, that's what's totally different, making the moment brand new, because the way we see it is new. Okay, so this whole idea that everything's always changing and you can't get any moment back, that can sound kind of heavy, right? A little scary even. And the poem totally gets that. It confronts that feeling head-on by asking a really important question about how we feel about time. The poem asks us straight up, why are we so afraid of this? Why does the fact that time is always moving forward fill us with so much sorrow? It's really challenging that human instincts to cling to things, to try and fight against change. And the answer the poem gives is so simple and profound. We shouldn't be afraid of change because being temporary is the nature of time. A day is literally designed to pass. Expecting a moment to last forever is like trying to cup water from the ocean in your hands. It's just not what it's meant to do. The point isn't to fight it, it's to accept it. And then we get to the end with this amazing simile. Remember, that's a comparison using as or like. We all agree we're different people, we're all unique, but Szymborska says we're different just as 2 drops of water are. Just think about that for a second. They're separate drops for sure, but they're also made of the exact same stuff. So, maybe the one thing that makes every single one of us unique, our one-time, unrepeatable life, is also the very thing we all have in common. All right, we've made it to the end of the course. So, what's on the final exam? What's the big takeaway from Szymborska's incredible class on life? Okay,
Let's break it down. What did we learn? First off, you gotta embrace the improv. Since there are no do-overs, you might as well be present. Second, really value every experience, because each one is truly one of a kind. Third, understand that your feelings will change, just like with the rose, and that's totally natural. Fourth, try to swap that fear for acceptance. Time passes, it's okay. And finally, realize that this shared, fleeting journey is actually what connects us all.
And all of this leaves us with one final big question. The poem doesn't ask it out loud, but it's there. And it's a question for you. Knowing that this very moment, right now, will never happen again in the entire history of the universe, how are you going to live it?